Hello, everyone, and welcome back to CEVO TV. Again, I'm your host, Misled. With me will be Dust Moret, and we are going to be going into map number 2, Luminosity Gaming versus affNity. Luminosity did take map number 1 in quite a large fashion, but now we're getting into affNity's pick here, where they'd like to turn the tables, be able to take down Luminosity, and make this a 1-1 game.
Absolutely. We'll start on the T side here, going into the pistol round, as we do see most of them gathering up for some type of huge long A push. That's exactly what's going to happen, and it'll just be Peter kind of spying this from A site, but we do see Anger was the aggro player, Cat. They're also pushing Naf and Lex through B tons. They're going to have a pretty fast rotate, but Peter's going to be stuck alone for quite some time, so you just got to try to buy as much time as you can to stay alive while our team rotates.
Well, that's the way to do it right there. 2 headshots. Can he make it a third? Not quite. Arya will take him down. They still haven't got the bomb down, and Pitt's able to hit the shot on the Fox after the jump. Lex comes in to take down Arya, so now it's all up to Jason R by himself here. Bomb is going to be down. He's trying to turn around. Anger comes from behind, takes him down. But Peter, with a good hold there at the A bomb site by himself, picks up 2 headshots, halts affNity from easily able to take the A bomb site. And that is going to make it 1-0 in favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, that was big there. I mean, Peter was stuck on an island by himself on the A bomb site as his team was kind of, aggressive on Cat or pushing B tunnels, and so he did well more than just buying time. He was able to actually get a couple of kills too. So really cool play there from Peter. They'll obviously upgrade their guns here a bit. affNity not so heavy on their upgrades though, just kind of chilling out here. Few upgraded pistols, but nothing too crazy, and they want to go heavy long A once again. This time we are going to have Anger inside the pit here with the FAMAS. He will be able to get one only, but that's okay. Peter from Game Helper going to find one himself, and so yeah, good hold here from LG at the long A.
Arya's still up, trying to fight. Abe is right there, bolt down very low. Does Pitt step in, able to get some more frags? Not quite. That's going to be Lex closing out the round. 2K does go in favor of Pitt, and that will make the score 2-0 in favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, so affNity, just saving up as much as they can here. Once again, another round they're not going to do anything. Just a few P250s, and this should be an easy 3-0 start here for Luminosity. But once the gun rounds come into play, we'll have to see what happens. I've seen affNity has some really good T-sides against some really good teams. I mean, against Cloud9 yesterday, they put up 13 rounds on the T-side. So they definitely, and I've seen them do that to other teams as well. So, I mean, they definitely have a pretty good T-side about them here on this map. So we'll see what happens going into the gun round.
Oh, did Pitt just lag out right there?
I don't know, but Jason R popped off 2 kills, and a round that should have been easy for LG is a little bit challenging now, but it looks like it's going to be Ari all alone, and they eventually do take care of him. But yeah, I'm not really sure about Pitt. I didn't see that.
I think he just lagged out because he was standing there, not able to do anything. And yeah, pause coming out. Yep, he lagged out for sure. I'm assuming that means Anger did also at this point then. Yep.
Yep, both of them. They're living together, so it must be something with that internet provider or something like that. But we are going to get into our opening gun round here as the pause goes away, whenever it in fact does. And of course, Arya already getting his op, and I'm sure Peter will have his as well. And Peter's the type of player who will be all over the place on this map, similar to Mirage. I mean, you'll see him get boosted Cat and go for those aggressive picks lower B and top mid. You'll see him just try to be that guy, watching the Cat crossing from like the Game Helper area. You'll even see him take attacks at mid, so Peter's definitely going to be floating with that op and trying to do the similar style of play as we saw in Mirage. Be on the lookout for that. Also, Pitt is their main A to mid rotator, so he's got a really important job, and he was shooting pretty well last map, so we'll see if he can keep that up. And then, of course, Naf, the guy who dropped the 30 last map, he's going to be one of their B players and can be quite good, but sometimes he does get a little bit overly aggressive in the tunnels and gets caught for it, so we'll see what side of Naf appears in this particular game, as the opening gun round should be coming up here pretty soon. Apparently Fox had to go do his duties. And so the pause will be extended a little bit longer.
So now we're just waiting for Fox to get back. As you can see, Anger and Pitt seem to be fine. They've bought up this round, so their games are good to go and ready to roll. And
It's actually funny because when you think about it, you always leave. I mean, people have to use the restroom, but it's like hilarious when like 7,000 people are waiting for you to get back from the restroom.
Right. And of course, Abe and Lex, former teammates. Oh. So just both teams having a little fun with each other. Just messing around here. Lots of love between the two teams. They're all friends. So we're just waiting for the player Fox to come back from the bathroom, and we can get this live and underway. with round number 4 between Luminosity and affNity. Hopefully he'll be back soon from the bathroom and we can get this going.
Yeah, I mean, he must be, like, struggling. It's been going pretty long. His bathroom's like half a mile away from his bedroom. I mean, we don't know. These are the things that we ponder, apparently, in the freeze time.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
As
reading chat.
Yeah, Luminosity did win the first map, by the way. It was Mirage in a pretty one-sided fashion. So if they get a map win here, they do get the W. If affNity can get the win, it will be that tie. And that's pretty much where we sit for those of you who were wondering what's up.
So round number 4 will get underway here. Luminosity up 3-0. affNity will be onto a full buy. As you can see, Luminosity essentially a full buy, except for Naf just rocking the scout this round. Not going to upgrade out of it just yet. Would love to try and get himself one of these AKs, and he's going to be kind of aggressive in middle at the moment with a scout trying to see if he can get anybody. He might get a shot up towards the Xbox. Not able to get that shot off, though. So it is going to be the terrorists. Already one is really deep up catwalk at the moment. That's going to be Fox really far. Jason R is right there. Arya is going to be following from behind. And there's going to be 2 CTs at long. Davey will take down Lex over at the B bomb site. I don't think the CTs are going to rotate on this, though, because they should know that was just one player over there. But no, the number 3 man in the Nafly, he's going to get aggressive. He's going to go through the smoke right there. Hits the first scout. Is he able to get away? Hits the shot. Davey will take him down, though, as we almost lose Pitt in that gun battle. He takes out an Arya and Jason R. Rotates back. Bomb is down out in the middle. Pitt gets hit from behind as Fox will leak all the way down towards CT, and Peter takes down Fox on the trade. So it's going to be a 2-on-2 battle now, as the bomb has now gotten picked up and going into B.
Yeah, this has been a crazy, crazy round. Naf, I don't know why he pushed B tunnels there. He got caught. Like I said, he can do that sometimes, and that's one of his maybe, you know, cons to him. But regardless, Pitt was able to kind of bring this round back at least to a 2-on-2. But even after having full A control, affNity able to back off, you know, revert to B. And now we have the 2v2 in our hands. Peter trying to come in for the retake. He knows Davies at the back, and he will find his head. And there you have it. The round is over. A very close round, but Luminosity does pull it out. Despite that heavy A pressure, they're able to stay alive at long A and then rotate whenever affNity shifted gears to B, and they close out the round. And once again, Luminosity off to a good start. They were up to a 4-0 start last map as well from CT side. So see how it goes, as affNity does still have enough money in the bank here to pull out a full buy for the most part, though. Of course, Arya just on the Galil, not the op, and that's certainly, you know, tough for them, because Arya definitely can be a guy with the op for this team that can do big things.
So into round number 5 now. Luminosity's going to be up 4-0. affNity again going to be going on the buy here, trying to force the issue. They don't want to drop another round to Luminosity. They're going to try and do everything they can here. Here comes the execute out long. That's going to be 4 players in that direction. They're completely blind, though. And Anger's going to be able to get the first shot down onto Jason R. Quickly traded out. Lex will be working back towards mid. Rotate incoming. Peter can't hit a shot on the Fox, though. He will go down. Fox does go down to 40 HP. Davey out in middle will get taken down by Lex, so their lurk is out of the way. 2 CTs are going to be pushing in that direction. Nafly is able to hit the first shot. Can he get another one? Can't make it happen. Able to trade him out. There's Lex, though, on the catwalk looking for Fox. Hits that shot. Able to go on the repeat. Who's going to get the exchange off? And it's going to be Lex getting himself 3. Luminosity will be up 5-0 over affNity.
Yeah, big play there from Lex, just pushing Cat and catching and cutting off those players trying to fall back long and bring the bomb back to the other side of the map. That was a couple of big kills. I think Lex actually had 3 on the round in total, so definitely a big round there for him. And Luminosity Gaming going to get 5-0, forcing affNity onto a save, so a great chance to get the 6-0 start, which would be quite good for them, as this is one of affinity's power maps that they've used against some of the, you know, tier 1 teams in NA. I've gotten victories on them, and here we see classic Peter getting aggressive up Cat. He'll do this quite often, and he will find the pick. Now he's just jump spotting B, gets the information, and falls back. So smart play there as affNity trying to see if they can recover, but of course on a save, so that does make things a bit easier here. And is Abe like zoomed in for you?
No.
Okay, that stuff's broke. I have to reconnect.
So now we're going to have Lex outside the B doors trying to get some damage off. Abe is right there, got a deagle in his hands. Only 3 terrorists alive. Arya will take down Pitt. Abe trying to hunt with the deagle. Nafly steps out the window to help collect the frags at the end. That's a 2K for Naf. Both AK headshots onto Abe and Arya. And Luminosity Gaming completely shut down. affNity trying to work their way out mid, trying to split that into the B bomb site. And they hold on to make it 6-0 over affNity.
Yeah, I mean, affNity will have their next chance here, though. Of course, they were saved last round. Now they have the Omp back in Arya's hands. They have, full equipment, so they will be able to work into their strats. As they've been favoring long A initially quite a lot, and Arya does have to spawn. He will go for this peek with the Omp. Some flashes coming in to try to see if they can't still force Anger through, and they can, and they do force Arya back. So that is kind of the long A being taken away from affNity. And we do see Naf getting aggressive here at mid. Going to use a pop flash, see if he can't peek into lower B tunnels, and he will chase down Fox. But will he check behind him? He does, and he still catches Jason R. Insane play from Naf. A little bit of a mistake from affNity, but they can try to recover this 2v4.
So that one's going to be Arya and Davey left alive here. Davey's going to be working down through lower B at the moment, trying to get some damage off there. I believe that was on the Pit, brings him down to 69. Pit will back up, take a less aggressive angle here. But now Arya with that op in hand, still trying to work down a line through mid, trying to see if he can get anybody to step into it. And nobody is going to look in that direction, so we're going to have Davey and Arya. Anger from behind will push, takes down Arya. Davey turns around, gets the quick frag onto him. 1v3 now. He does have the bomb in his back, but Peter is ready and waiting for Davey to peek out. Shoulder peek comes out. Peter hits the shot, not going to miss that one. That makes it 7-0 in favor of Luminosity.
That was just a big play there from Naf, just getting aggressive on mid to lower tunnels. A very risky play, which sometimes, is detrimental to Luminosity when Naf makes risky plays like that. But he made it work that time, as he got 2 really nice kills over in lower B and Xbox, and also Anger from long A able to pull off a couple as well. So good play. Luminosity now at 7-0. affNity trying to buy what they can, but it's not a lot. Once again, Arya just stuck on a Galil instead of the op that he usually is pretty good with, but so far he's not had the luck today. Peter picking mid this time around will get the leg shot, damaging Jason R, but affNity able to kind of start trying to work this A cat execution. But this is a fake. They actually have 3 guys with the bomb in B ton, so it seems like they want to eventually still come out B, but Naf and Lex are still there.
So those terrorist players haven't worked their way all the way up cat. They got a little bit of a peek off. There's still going to be one player at long A. That is going to be Anger. The number 5 and number 4 man of Peter and Pit are both hanging out at the A-bomb site at the moment, and Lex and Nafly are still deep into B, not giving any ground here. affNity just kind of waiting to see if anybody from Luminosity is going to get aggressive. They have been getting a little aggressive, right, but not this time.
Yeah, Pit, though, already in a good position to help with this, what could be a mid attack later on for like some type of mid to be split. Lex also right there. So Luminosity definitely has a good positioning here. Like I said, Pit, really smart A rotating player. Very, very key, and especially in situations like this one that they're about to meet.
So timer ticking down here. They got to get ready to try and make something happen. Looks like they're probably going to try and execute out mid, try and make this a mid to B split. Lex is right there around the corner, shoulder to shoulder with Abe, except for the fact that there was actually a door in the way. Flashbang goes down. Lex avoids it, turns around, takes down Abe easily. Now Jason R is trying to work his way out mid. Flashes himself, though. Gets taken down by Lex, and Lex will clean that up as Naflight gets the other 2 at the B bomb site. That's 8-0 in favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, Pit not even needing that situation. Lex just holding down the mid attack by himself, and I mean, just doing something simple, playing close up against the doors. Was able to avoid that big pop flash and then turn around and just spray down 3 players, and then Naf cut off, the B tons portion of that as well. So, yeah, affNity just not maybe checking their angles properly when they're coming outdoors or what have you, but otherwise, it's just Luminosity, honestly, are just shooting so well tonight. It was happening in map 1, this map as well. Everyone really hitting their shots. I haven't really seen very many misses from them, especially Lex. He's been playing like incredible this map.
Yeah, definitely. Lex is on the fire at the moment. He's 11-1. Nafly is going to be sitting at 7-3, Anger at 8-4, Peter at 9-2, and Pit down there at the bottom actually 5-3. So after the exchanges, Lex was also very good on map number 1, but right now he's really shining so far, getting quite a few multi-kill rounds in a row, and that's going to help Luminosity out quite a bit as we are on to a pause. I believe it was paused by affNity. I'm assuming either a bathroom break again or maybe a tactical pause here, maybe trying to figure out what they need to do.
Yeah, I think tactical pause is probably a good idea here. I mean, nothing's working out for them here on this T-style. They're getting crushed, so definitely would make sense if they're trying just to think things out here a little bit.
Yeah. And it looks like Luminosity is ready, just waiting on affNity now, and still just holding off. Not quite ready to roll. Will be affNity, but Luminosity looking really good. They've officially won the half so far. They haven't dropped a round yet. Some rounds did come close, down to some 2v1s and a 1v1 in there also, but Luminosity, other than that, been looking really good here. I mean, they've held the most frags on the other side for affNity down to 3. I mean, Jason R's got 3, Arya's got 3, Davy's got 3, Abe and Fox both only have 2. Other than that, they've been completely getting shut out.
Yeah, I mean, typically players like Abe and Arya are able to do quite well. Arya with the op, Abe, one of their entry fraggers, and same with Jason R. You know, typically able to do a little bit better than this, and so far it's just it's not happened for them. It's not clicked on this map. Nothing they've tried to do has been working. When they try to go for early, control of an area of the map early in the round, they typically get shut down. They're forced to readjust and audible and try to find something else and scramble to come to something. And when they have, that hasn't worked out for them either. None of their audibles have paid off. So, I mean, they're just getting caught all across the map. They're just nothing's working for them right now. I'm trying to think what they could do. Maybe just some heavy cat pushes, just trying to catch maybe Pitt, who's playing like more towards CT spawn, and just try to, beat Peter out A. If he's got the op, just try to maybe block him off with smokes as best you can and just get out in the A site. I don't know if that could be something they can go for or what.
I mean, we really haven't even seen crazy dynamic play coming from Luminosity yet. I mean, they've been rotating Lex around a little bit from mid to B, which isn't huge. Peter from A to mid. Nothing gigantic yet. We still really haven't seen... we haven't seen, like, Peter playing in the B-bomb site yet, and it's not going to happen. No, he's just going to be picking mid, so they're going to get aggressive into lower B now, so it's going to be Nafly and his teammate Lex probably going to pinch the B tunnels here. No, Naf is going to hang out in lower, as Peter's going to try and work his way through, too, but they're going to shut down this mid strat so far. Abe and Fox go down, Davey goes down also. Jason R finally takes Nafly, and it's going to be Jason R on the catwalk, but he will be getting pressed here from Pitt. He's going to try and smoke himself, drop a flashbang down, and Pitt will make the spray happen. Hits the headshot through the smoke. 9-0 Luminosity.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like Peter and Nap just pressing up mid and getting 3 kills very, very rapidly there. And, of course, it was a save from affNity. They're just on the pistol, so that did help a little bit. But still, Luminosity just being able to do that without being punished is certainly discouraging if you're on affNity or an affNity fan here. Arya will have his next chance here with the op over here in T-spawn. Just watching the cross, not going for any picks. Just looking to see if they'll get aggressive again in mid, but they're not. But Peter is going to go aggro Cat with Anger, another play they like to make. He'll get boosted, and he'll look for this lower B pick, which he might get. Davey may just walk out here and give Peter a free one. But so far, Hollow's quiet, man. I mean, just kind of, real slow here from affNity. They're trying to take their time.
Peter is able to hit that boost shot, though. Finally, he takes down Arya. Open it up a little bit. That's going to make it 5-4 in favor of Luminosity as Anger just eats that grenade with his face. Goes down to 50 HP at the moment. And it looks like affNity once again is going to try and sneak some players out mid, though. And that's going to be Davey right there. He might gain something, but Pitt again. Abe's got the op in his hands, trying to look down towards CT. Pitt steps out, takes him down after the flashbang goes out, so Davey all by himself now. Not going to get burned by that, but Pitt's going to be hunting for him. Davey alone out in mid. His teammate is close to him. They're not going to be able to trade him out in time. Can Pitt line him up? No! Davey actually lines up those shots, and that's going to be Peter who hits the op shot, as Jason R going to be working against Nafly. Nafly steps down out of B, gets himself 2 frags on the round. Same with Peter. That will be 10-0. Luminosity is still perfect.
Yeah, I mean, affNity is definitely able to get out mid. Pitt usually plays it pretty passive from inside CT spawn, so we can be quick on the slope to rotate in case the cat push pressure comes in. And also, Lex and Naf are more prone to stay inside the B-bomb site together as 2 rather than, kind of playing some type of crossfire with Lex outside the site. So they can definitely try to at least get that initial mid control like Davey was able to do, and he got a couple of frags from it, but he just needs some more support to try to make a play from that position, but just didn't get it. And their other option is when they notice Peter's playing this cat or mid like this, they just need to have some numbers for, try to take late long A control when you notice that opper's not going to be there. And that's maybe another option for affNity. But time's running out. They only have 5 rounds left. Let's try to see if they can at least get something going on this T side, as they are going to try to go for that heavy cat push.
So committed to it again, trying to work their way up. They're going to leave Fox behind. They're going to have one down in lower, so they're going to be able to take the catwalk, but they just have to be able to beat Peter. Peter pulls out the Rec 9, hits the headshot on Arya, steps up with the op. Here comes Pitt from long. Pitt is able to grab 2. Lex gets Davey out in mid, and Fox is able to grab 2 of his own. But he will be 1v3 at the moment. This is going to be a tough battle for him to get. He's already got 1 CT all the way up. Cat and Nafly's coming up the ramp now. They're just going to get their pinch off. He's distracted. Anger hits the shot from above Pitt. 2K for Pitt. The other kills will go in favor of Peter, Anger, and Lex. That makes it 11-0.
I mean, affNity definitely had the advantage there, actually. I mean, coming out Cat was a good move. I mean, Peter was kind of in an awkward spot for an opper. You know, you don't want to be kind of caught trying to come up CT spawn. It's a situation where all you can kind of see is the top of people's heads, which is not a situation you want to be in with the op. But he still found a frag, and then Pitt, you know, holding the crossover with a rifle. You've got to be able to get past that, but they couldn't. Pitt comes up with 2 frags. So, I mean, affNity, even when they're given, you know, a slight positional advantage, they haven't been able to capitalize on it at all. They're down right now 11-0, so they're definitely struggling here. And what I thought could be a close series and some close games is so far turned into 2 pretty one-sided maps.
Now we're going to have Peter hits the shot through the door, just a random spam. It ends up connecting on the Fox, takes him down to 10%. He's going to be very, very low now. That's not a good look if you're Fox. And this round is looking like it might get blown up here unless affNity can open this up, really start hitting some shots. Peter rotates his way all the way back to Goose. Going to be watching towards the catwalk as the 4 alive affNity players will be trying to move their way down, possibly split catwalk again. And they're going to send 3 in that direction, 4 in that direction. Rotates are coming out. Peter's able to not hit a shot there, misses the first one. Pitt takes down Davey. Flashbang coming out from Anger at long. Peter's going to get pushed here. Fox is able to take him down, but Pitt gets another one and a 3rd into the round. Anger still battling. Pitt is right there. Jason R takes down Anger. He's going to be 1v3 at the moment. He does have a CT coming up close to him, and Pitt will get that shot. That's 4 for Pitt with an AUG. That makes it 12-0.
Yeah, he's been doing work with that hog. You know, controlling that A crossover, being that A rotator, and you know, basically him being able to hold that cat cross with a rifle has allowed Peter to be able to have so much flexibility with the op across the map. You know, pushing lower B tons with the op at mid, pushing cat. You know, just being able to be wherever he wants to be, and he's going to be able to go up cat yet again. And we are going to see a strong long A push. So this is finally affNity like taking some positional advantage here because the opper's cat. They're able to get some long A control, and they do take down Anger. So this is one of the best starts around we've ever seen from affNity. Pitt only able to get 1 as well. So this is really, really good actually for affNity. I think they may have maybe put together their first round unless Peter's op can hold them off.
So Peter's going to be trying to op there at the A side. He's able to get 1. Lex on the rotate, grabs 1 of his own. So now it's up to Arya and Fox. Arya's going to step up close to the side. Peter doesn't know he's there yet. He barely makes it around the box, and Lex will actually save his life. So Peter jumps up onto the side box, ends up seeing Fox. Now Fox is into a 1v3, and what looked like a great start to affNity has quickly turned into a wash here as Fox has to get a 1v3 to stay in this, get his team a single round. Nafly sees him. Nafly can't make the spray happen, though. Fox ends that exchange, only going down to 67 HP. Gonna work his way out. Lex will be right there in mid. Can Lex connect on the shot? They see each other. Fox will step back, probably try and take long A now. But still, Peter will be there with the op. And if he sets himself up, all he's got to do is look towards the angle. He's got a grenade out at the moment. Head could have been spotted for a second. Here's the call. Lex is already up catwalk. Fox has no time left to do anything but try and make it into the A bomb site at the moment. Gonna try and plant the bomb. They're gonna peek out wide, just spamming towards him. Oh, he gets dinked right there, and Peter will collect it with the op. That's gonna make it 13-0 in favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that was one of the best looks we've seen out of affNity this entire time. They were able to catch Peter being aggro cat off of that. They got a good long A control. They got even the favorable trade there against Anger and Pitt. I think they had a 4-on-3 after all that happened. And so you think, okay, this is finally affNity putting a round together. But Peter, you know, getting some op frags there. Lex from Cat was able to kind of save Peter when they were actually pushing him and getting close to him. Lex kind of bailed him out and saved his life a couple of times. And all of a sudden, Luminosity here just up 13-0. This map has gone by so quickly, and this is unfortunate for affNity, who have definitely been a team that's been, you know, winning some matches against some really good teams, but tonight they just have been off the mark. They're looking to see if they can't get their first round here. They were able to finally get past Peter up cat, and they catch Pitt on the crossover without letting him punish them. So once again, a great start to a round, but can they close?
Oh, man. Anger's going to try to force his way into long, takes down Abe and Davey. Arya will finally trade him out and gets the bomb. It's going to be a 3 versus 2 here. 2-man retake attempt coming from Luminosity as the bomb makes its way to the A bomb site. Arya's going to try and work it out long. Lex is right there. Lex does not punish him, though. Arya's going to drop the flashbang. Lex turns his back, gets taken down, and Fox will hit the shot onto Nafly. affNity finally grabs a round in round 14 as we hit the final round of the half. Score will be 13-1 in favor of Luminosity.
Lex. Thought it was the next half already, hitting that dot ready. But anyway, yeah, affNity finally able to, after a couple of rounds in a row, they got an early advantage. They finally closed one out, and so they won't, at least get the goose egg for this half. But they're still way, way behind. Still not looking good for them. They still have a long way to go here. Peter playing that mid with the hop, able to get the exchange there at mid, and we're going to go into a late form, but Anger just completely closed down long A, as you said, so it's just going to be a 2v4 here at the end of the round.
So it's going to be a 3 versus 2 at the moment in favor of Luminosity. We have Fox and Abe left alive against Anger, Peter, and Lex. Peter's going to step up, try and hit the shot. Can't do it in time. Abe will get the headshot on him with the AK, so Anger crossing his way from long. They know Anger's in that direction. They're going to try and nade him out. He's going to fall back as we have the other CT alive. Lex rotating up through CT right now. Going to try and get aggressive. He's going to go for the jumps here. He's got to look for Abe. Abe ducks down in time. Lex hits the headshot onto him, though, so now it's all going to be up to Fox here. Picked up the op. He knows one's near long A at least. Hits the shot onto Anger, and actually Lex has slipped his way around to ramp, but now Fox catches him from the side. Flashbang goes down. Fox tries to peek it. Fox will hit the shot. Again, another round with Fox hitting some op shots to keep his team in it. That makes it 13-2. Luminosity is up.
Yeah, so at least we're able to see a little bit of life out of affNity there at the very end of the half, being able to put together a couple of rounds, making it 13-2. That's still way far away from the T sides we've seen out of them in the past. Like I said, they were able to get 13 rounds on the T side against Cloud9 yesterday, get limited to 2 today. So that is definitely not a good sign for affNity. But we'll see if they can't keep things going. If they can maybe try to work to at least close out this pistol round, they may still have a shot, but if they can't, it's very likely that we'll just see a very lopsided series on our hands today.
Yeah, Luminosity, not to take anything away from affNity, they're doing everything they can here, but Luminosity is 100% on point today. And I mean, Peter, not the greatest performance on Mirage, but he held his own, got quite a few op shots, is now top fragging here. And the Nafly show that we saw on map number 1, he's bottom fragging for his team. So Luminosity, every player stepping up big today in these 2 matches. And Luminosity looking very good as they switch over to T-side. Anger's going to be trying to work his way up long, takes Davey down to about 20 HP. He's still working as Fox takes down Peter. Anger's going to catch that grenade, takes Jason R down very low also, so Anger might have some room here if he can free up Davey out of the round, but he is going to be 1v4 now. Davey's still there. Davey hits the headshot onto him, though, and that makes it 13-3, affNity with some life.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely crucial that they win that round. They want to stay in this game, so it was definitely big for them to put that one away. And now hopefully they can work towards, winning the next 2, not getting eco, get that 13-5, and then from there, we'll just have to see what they can put together. But obviously, even though they're showing us a few small signs of success here, it's still so far off from being what they need. But, it's one step at a time for them at this point. So we'll see if they can keep it rolling and how long they can do it for.
Into round 17, affNity's got that scout. It's going to be aggressive play coming from Luminosity, though. Davey takes down Anger. Fox is right there, too. They each get a 2K. Davey goes down after his 2. Arya steps out for the final frag. Pitt, the only player on T-side Luminosity to get himself a frag that round. That makes it 13-4.
Yeah, just taking these small steps, holding off the anti-eco there, catching that long A push and moving it to 13-4. So now they just need to get this last one, make it 13-5. Don't allow yourself to get a round taken away from you, early, so to speak. And we'll see what they can do here, as it does come into another situation where Luminosity is going to be pretty much on a full save. They did upgrade a couple of pistols, but other than that, they're just going to probably just try to come straight out mid. They had this one flash on Nas. They may just try to flash their way out mid and just see what they can do with these pistols.
So into round 18, Luminosity once again going to be on that just a pistol by here. Peter, the only one without an upgraded pistol at the moment. Pitt goes down right out middle. Arya's going to be right there at the door. They think it's a B split. Anger does hit a deagle headshot onto Fox. Tries to get another one onto Arya. Does a little bit of damage. Brings him down to 62. And they're going to fight their way up catwalk right now on the back of Lex. Got the Glock out. Can't keep it going. Jason R so low. Can't get the frag onto him. Jason R's going to work his way towards Goose. Almost gets hit by an errant deagle shot. And Anger and his teammate will work their way up. Peter's right there. Davey trying to hit some shots. They will hit the first one. And Jason R with the scout in hand, able to get 2. Arya, Davey, and Fox get the other frags. That makes it 13-5 in favor of Luminosity.
So here's the big moment. Can they win the opening gun round and keep this comeback dream alive, or is Luminosity going to shut them out? We are going to see them with their guns for the first time. Probably will go into their default. Typically, this means Lex kind of lurk in the B tunnels. Naf will be coming from lower B to help assist Anger, and Pit kind of control that mid. And obviously, Peter will be floating around with the op. And so far, it just appears like they're going into their default setup. Nothing too crazy yet. No real signs of what they want to do. But you see Arya getting really aggressive in B tunnels with this op. Will he actually find the pick? No, so far he won't, and in fact, LG just sweeps 3 quick frags, and this is not a good sign for affNity at all.
Oh, now able to pick up a secondary onto Abe. Lex will be rotating his way into the B bomb site. Now it's all up to Davey. Famas in hand. Luminosity trying to grab a 14th round on round 19. Let's see if they're able to make this happen here. affNity battled back a little bit. They got some rounds in their favor. But I would definitely love to stop this from happening, but Davey doesn't really have a choice at this point. He's 1v4. He does pick up a silence at 4, tries to make the shot on the Lex, does a bunch of damage, has to spray that one down, but Anger's coming up from behind here. We actually have Nafly rotating too. Actually, it's going to be, Anger's going to be the close player. Can Davey hit these shots? Dinks him, takes him down low. Nafly comes from long, gets himself a 3K onto the round, taking down Davey. That's 14 rounds in favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, that was big. I mean, you saw Arya trying to go for that, that B op attack, and that's actually like a pretty dangerous play because typically people are kind of running across upper B tunnels, kind of, aiming much higher than that, aiming towards the Xbox or back plat. So sometimes as an opper, you can kind of cheat a kill off of, people pre-peeking a higher up Anger, but he couldn't do it. He missed his shot. He got killed, and oh my goodness, Peter already takes Arya down at mid this round. So that's already another situation where Luminosity get off to an opening great start with the man advantage, and so they're looking to try to move to map point and actually set point.
They're gonna move their way up catwalk at the moment. They've already rotated the A player out after that pick in middle, making some noise at the B bomb site. So if they only knew at the moment that A was wide open except for one player at long, one player's gonna rotate CT now. Davey's blind though. He luckily gets his way all the way around the ramp, but he's blind again, and they're gonna actually drop down, use the smoke as cover. Davey goes down, so one player is going to be at long. Here comes the CT rotate. Jason R is right there in front of Anger. Anger drops the smoke. Jason R goes to push through it. Anger hits the headshot onto him. Now it's all up to Fox and Abe. We're actually going to have Abe on the rotate through lower B. Going to try and possibly go up catwalk at the moment. Fox is peeking out long. Tries to take Anger down. Can't quite do it. Anger will get the frag onto him. And Abe is out middle. Nafly's going to go on the hunt. Can he take him down? Nafly goes down to Abe. And now Abe retreating away. But he does have Anger real low down to his left-hand side. He's already got a player in the tunnels. He's got a player top mid. Pit is right there. Can he get the damage off? Anger peeks out from CT, hits the frag. That's match point now for Luminosity, 15-5 over affNity.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking real tough here for affNity. I don't see them coming back now at this point. Their opportunity was kind of one that opening gun round and run with that, but they couldn't do so, and Luminosity about to put this one away. See affNity very, very, low on cash, just pulling out all they can, which is triple scout, a couple of pistols. They're going to try to see if they can't take a pick battle here at mid, but LG won't even give it to them. They're just going to straight up full rush B. There's only one player in the area, but luckily some fire will slow down LG, and Abe is able to find one, but Naf trades it right back. The rotation will come in quite quick, though, so there is a chance here for affNity to hold.
Davey hitting the jumping scouts. They're trying to get a bunch of jumping scouts off if they're able to. Davey steps back out. He gets punished, but here comes the rotate from behind. That's Jason R. will hero the round to actually get himself a 3K. affNity stays alive. Score will be 15-6. Luminosity Gaming.
Yeah, so they stay alive for a little bit longer there on a very, very, just force all you can type buy a desperation situation. They still figure out a way to win it. I mean, it was just kind of LG, dedicating really early to a full B hit, and despite the fact that there was a lot of time for affNity to rotate, they didn't back off and rethink things through. They just had to go for it. And Pit having the long A spawn will come out with the op. He'll get the pick and he'll pass it back to Peter. Well, no, actually he'll hold on to it for now, as he does pick up actually the op of Arya. So they're gonna have just kind of a double op running this round now because of that.
So round 22, opening frag will go in favor of Luminosity Gaming. On a partial buy here, Lex with only a deagle in his hand. That nade is going to catch Fox. Not quite enough, though. Doesn't matter. Peter's able to hit the shot onto him. Abe is going to force his way through upper B, get himself some traction onto Lex, take the pistol out of play. Ooh, look at that. That's going to be Davey with a nice shot there. Jason R inside the bomb site. Davey trying to get an angle. Can't quite do it. Peter goes down to 4 HP as we have Pitt at long with the op, just waiting for Jason R to peek out a little too wide. And he misses the shot. Jason R takes him down, so it's going to be Peter removing Jason R after the exchange. Here comes Abe from behind. He's going to force us into a 2v1. Anger's going to be the last one left. Got to try and get the clutch off here. 12 HP. Steps out, hits the headshot onto Abe. B is open now, so he's going to rotate in that direction. And that's going to force Davey into a one-on-one here as Anger's going to get into the B bomb site. Can't Davey hit the shot on the cross? All he has to do is just wing him at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Anger only has 12 HP here, so Davey definitely has the advantage as far as health goes, but Anger is able to get this bomb down. Actually, he'll fake the plant. It's caused Davey just to get a nade out.
Oh, no.
Anger played that so well. You know, realizing that he has low HP, he knows he has to make a bit of a riskier play. He can't play conservative if he wants to try to win with low HP, and so he fakes the plant. He causes Davey just to start running in, knowing that Anger has low HP, and he just steps out window and grabs the kill. So great play there from Anger, and there you have it. 2 one-sided victories for Luminosity. You know, I think it was 16-5 that game, and then the other game was also quite one-sided on Mirage. So
yeah.
Good showing there from Luminosity. Tough break for affNity, who have, you know, had some good wins in the past against some tier 1 NA teams, but tonight it just didn't happen for them. They just couldn't really get anything established on either map, on the T sides especially.
Yeah, and I mean, Peter really stepped it up there. Ended up being 1 frag away from top fragging. Anger got the most frags. That map, that's going to be 21 in favor of Peter, 22 in favor of Anger, and they were looking on point tonight, so I really liked what we saw from Luminosity tonight, and I had a feeling it was going to be another very one-sided game coming out when we switched to Dust 2, and that held true. I mean, 16-6. affNity did everything that they could. They just couldn't hold on very well, and ended up getting taken down on both maps by Luminosity, who comes away with 2 points tonight going forward. And that's not it for us tonight, guys. Remember, we have another match coming up. It's going to be a little bit away from now, about 30 minutes out. We'll be going into Nylum versus VVV Gaming.